In February 1959, something went wrong in the Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. 9 experienced hikers set out on a winter expedition. They were strong, trained, and prepared for extreme conditions. But when rescue teams finally reached their campsite, they found the tent cut open from the inside. Footprints led away into the freezing darkness barefoot in sub-zero temperatures. And then, nothing made sense again, because what they discovered next didn't look like an accident. It looked like panic, like terror, like something had forced them to run from inside their own tent. This is the case of Dyatlov Pass. The group was led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old experienced skier and engineering student. They were all young, fit, and familiar with harsh winter trekking. Some had survived expeditions even colder and more dangerous than this one. Their goal was simple: reach a mountain called Kolats, a name from the local Mansi people that translates to Dead Mountain. The journey was meant to take a few weeks. They packed cameras, food supplies, maps, and equipment. Everything carefully planned along the way. They documented their trip with photos, smiling faces, calm skies, and quiet forests. Nothing unusual, nothing alarming. But on their final known photographs, something feels slightly off. They camped on an exposed slope, not the safer valley below. Why they chose that spot remains a mystery. Days passed, then weeks. No messages, no return. Eventually, a search party was sent out. What they found began with something strange. The tent, it was still standing, covered in snow. But when they approached it closely, they noticed cuts, not tears from wind or collapse, but deliberate slashes from the inside, as if the people inside had cut their way out in a desperate rush. Outside the tent, investigators found 9 sets of footprints, barefoot, in socks. The tracks led away from the tent and down the mountain. At first, they were calm and orderly. Then they became uneven, suggesting the group suddenly began to run. There were no signs of a struggle, no attacker, just footprints disappearing into the snow. Deep beneath a cedar tree, the first 2 bodies were found, barely clothed. Broken branches high above suggested one had climbed the tree, perhaps trying to see the tent. Months later, 4 more bodies were found beneath the snow. Their injuries were horrifying. Crushed ribs, fractured skulls. The force resembled a high-speed car crash, yet there were almost no external wounds, no signs of a struggle. Whatever killed them left almost no trace. The last bodies were found months later. They had devastating internal injuries. One was missing its tongue, yet no single theory explained every clue. 9 people entered the mountain. None came back. What happened that night may never be known. The mountain remains silent, waiting to keep its secret.